Hello all. Sweltering hot California, San Francisco day. Let's talk about something that we can do something about as it pertains to global climate change, overuse of land, that sort of thing. Let's go right over the board and I'll show you what I mean. So let's just talk about red meat consumption and what it does to the environment. Let's just say you guys decided, your meat eaters decided to stop eating meat and went to one of these other choices like pork or chicken. Meat itself, red meat, for every 1 pound of meat that's produced takes 1,800 gallons of fresh water. Pork takes up 576 gallons of water, and chicken only 468 gallons of water. And then if you go to something like soybeans or vegetable matter, it's barely over 100 to 200 gallons per pound of food. That's what we're talking about here. What else does beef consumption contribute to the environment compared to the pork or chicken? Let's go take a look at that. Okay, so beef requires 28 times more land use than those other two animals, chicken or pork. And I'm not saying eat chicken or pork. I'm just saying if you need to step away from meat eating a little bit, this is a good reason why. So they also have 11 times more irrigation water used than the other two, 5 times more greenhouse gas emissions. We all know about cows and gas. 6 times more reactive nitrogen. I know you're probably asking, what's reactive nitrogen? Well, they have to put that nitrogen onto the fields to grow the grass or grains that the beef need at the end of their processing period, when they're fattened up, as it's called, and shot up full of chemicals for antibiotics and other things. Horrible stuff. Meat is so bad that it's so bad for you. Let me show you some of the things that meat will cause if you consume it on a daily basis. Mushy, are you paying attention? It is hot. We're trying to save the planet. Here's just some of the side effects from eating just meat alone. High cholesterol levels, and this does not mean that everybody is going to have this. Most people will, some will not. In one thing, and you know, everybody's different, but these are the basic. High cholesterol levels, coronary heart disease, hardening of the arteries, and then the plaque, the fat of the meat, hangs into the artery and then plugs it. And you have to have bypass surgery. Talk about horrible. High blood pressure caused by the coronary heart disease, schizophrenia, type 2 diabetes, and Alzheimer's disease. So, if you want to improve the environment and try and do something, just stop eating meat. But you're going to have to study a vegetarian diet, because it is important to get your proteins, your amino acids, and the things that come in meat. Only 5% of the world gets their protein from meat, so that tells you alone that you don't need it. There are plenty of alternatives. One of the things that when I get a meat hungering is I go to the specialty store or a health food store, whatever you want to call it, and you can buy veggie this, veggie that. They're like hamburger patties or sausage or whatever it is that's made out of soy and vegetable matter, and it really tastes quite good. I have to say they came out with a really good alternative for meat altogether. If you could stop eating meat altogether, fish, poultry, all that, just stop eating it. I mean, you should see what you're getting when you buy that meat, especially fish. All the radiation that's getting poured into the ocean. I mean, Japan just announced 2 more huge barrels of radioactive water was just poured into the ocean. And we know by the news that huge portions of the West Coast are dying. The sea life is dying along the West Coast of the U.S. and Canada, Mexico and South America. Whales, starfish, and there's so much stuff washing up that in parts of Puget Sound, there's not enough animals to eat the dead animals. It's causing quite a stink. So as we're boiling here in the heat, watching our planet die, see if there isn't something you can do about your meat consumption. Doesn't mean you have to stop every day, but you could just eliminate some of it and maybe some of those other things and go try and deal with a veggie diet. It's a lot better for you. You have a lot more energy, especially look up juicing. Yeah, and I'm talking about vegetable juice with a juicer. That really gives you a lot of energy you never knew you had. So, on this hot California day, I appreciate all your ups and your downs and your comments. They're always good. I'm still not able to comment back to you, but I sure want to sometimes. Until next time, thanks for all the new subscribers also.